Assalamu alaikum and welcome back, everyone. Increasing your breath capacity isn't too difficult if you learn how to control your voice. Okay, we use the nose to breathe as well as the mouth, but which one is preferred? If you only use your nose to breathe, to inhale, to take in air like this is incorrect. It shouldn't be noisy. You shouldn't be making any noise when breathing, okay? So if you say, وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ اللَّهَ غَافِلًا عَمَّا يَعْمَلُ الظَّالِمُونَ. It's going to affect your voice negatively if you breathe like this. So if you want to use your nose only to breathe, to inhale, and then recite, it should be not noisy. It shouldn't be noisy at all. So it should be like this. You first exhale all the air, you let all the air out, and then you say, you do this. وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ اللَّهَ غَافِلًا عَمَّا يَعْمَلُ الظَّالِمُونَ. But doing this is also difficult, to breathe only with your nose and not to make any noise. And it requires a lot of practice to do it like this. إِنَّمَا يُؤَخِّرُهُمْ لِيَوْمٍ تَشْخَصُ فِيهِ الْأَبْصَارُ. Now, what about breathing with the mouth? Is that correct? If you only breathe with your mouth and you go like this. مهطعين مقنعي رؤوسهم لا يرتد إليهم طرفهم. No, do not breathe in, do not inhale with your mouth only. Because when you breathe in with your mouth, you also take in other gases like carbon dioxide and ones that you don't need. The good thing with nose breathing is that it filters all of the, the harmful stuff that's in the air, and you breathe only oxygen, you take in oxygen. But I'm going to show you a method that is best for having a long breath and a relaxed voice. And that is using both the nose and the mouth. So the first thing you have to do is that you have to let all the air out. And then وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ اللَّهَ غَافِلًا عَمَّا يَعْمَلُ الظَّالِمُونَ. Once again. إِنَّمَا يُؤَخِّرُهُمْ لِيَوْمٍ تَشْخَصُ فِيهِ الْأَبْصَارُ مُهْطِعِينَ مُقْنِعِي رُؤُوسِهِمْ لا يرتد إليهم طرفهم. So what is happening here is that you take in air with the nose, which is a lot of oxygen, but the volume of air that you're taking in with your nose is limited. You compensate by using your mouth so that you also get more air. And when you combine the nose breathing with mouth breathing, you will have maximum breath capacity. And you have to do it quickly. You don't do it like gradually like this. No, it should be both at once, and you have to do it together. First you exhale, you let all the air out, and then you do it quickly. First nose, then mouth. ولا تحسبن الله غافلا عما يعمل الظالمون. And by the way, guys, between each breath and between each verse that you recite, make sure you rest for at least 1 minute, okay? Don't do it right after the other, because that will also exhaust you and you won't be able to recite well. So make sure you take enough rest in between the verses that you recite. 1 minute is the minimum. If it's more than 1 minute, that'll be really good. Like 2 minutes. Of course, it shouldn't be more than 2 minutes, because your audience are going to get bored if you rest too much between the verses. إنما يؤخرهم ليوم تشخص فيه الأبصار مهطعين مقنعي رؤوسهم لا يرتد إليهم طرفهم وأفئدتهم هواء. Another really important thing about breath capacity and voice control and breath control is that make sure that the verses that you recite, the melody is included, the whole melody is included. You are not extending the melody too much. It's like it's a compact melody of that maqam. If you say, for example, وأنذر الناس يوم يأتيهم العذاب فيقول الذين ظلموا ربنا أخرنا إلى أجل قريب. See, I extended the melody. I didn't perform the whole melody on the verses. Some reciters, they are so good with their breath control and voice control that they can include a whole maqam within just 2 or 3 words. That reciter is Sheikh Muhammad Abdul Aziz Hassan. Some people think that he has a really weak breath control. But the fact is that he is able to finish the whole maqam in just 1 line or even less than a line. And that requires a lot of skill to do that. So for example, if he says, وَأَنذِرِ النَّاسَ يَوْمَ يَأْتِيهِمُ الْعَذَابُ فيقول الذين ظلموا ربنا أخرنا إلى أجل قريب نجب دعوتك ونتبع الرسل. Now the thing is that if you keep on extending the melody and delaying it, you're going to have a longer breath. People are going to think that you have a really long breath. On the other hand, if you include the melody within a few words, within like one line or two lines, okay, your breath is going to be shorter. It's going to appear to be shorter because you are doing a lot of things at the same time. So for example, if you say, أَوَلَمْ تَكُونُوا أَقْسَمْتُم مِّن قَبْلُ مَا لَكُم مِّن زَوَالٍ وَسَكَنتُمْ فِي مَسَاكِنِ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ وَتَبَيَّنَ لَكُمْ. See, I delayed the melody of the maqam. It wasn't very clear even what the maqam was. But if you are able to perform the maqam on short phrases and like short lines of the Quran, it's going to be more difficult and you wouldn't need to actually read longer lines because the melody is already included with just those short phrases that you have recited. For example, if you say, أَوَلَمْ تَكُونُوا أَقْسَمْتُم مِّن قَبْلُ مَا لَكُم مِّن زَوَالٍ. See, I perform maqam huzam completely on one verse. And the listener is going to be like, okay, that's it, that's enough. Yeah, that's good. But if you want to lengthen the melody and you want to make it, if you want to recite with a longer breath, there's going to be like a compromise that you have to make the melody shorter and you have to simplify the melody in order to be able to recite longer verses and more lines of the Quran. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.